Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, like I said, I'm going to share why I send annoying emails. And so basically the short answer is email deliverability. It's getting tougher and tougher to get into people's inboxes, and more emails are being marked as spam. And so simply put, if I don't email my list, eventually those emails will go cold. Email service providers like Google, Yahoo, AOL, they're going to recognize that I'm not sending emails, and more specifically, people who are on my list, they're not opening my emails, or I don't have that relationship with them, and it's going to, my deliverability is going to drop. And so an important note about this is that we need to be mailing our lists at least weekly. A famous marketer, Ryan Dice, said that if you're not mailing your list weekly, you hate money. Now, there's a financial aspect to it and also an email deliverability standpoint to it. It's a relationship. If you're not talking to a friend at least weekly, when you send them a text, it's probably less likely that they're going to respond to you. That's just kind of an analogy that I just thought quickly. But basically, like I said, at least weekly, if more often, great. Now, you don't want to annoy your prospects, so it depends on that relationship. But at the same time, if you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months without mailing somebody, the emails just aren't going to get through. You're going to get flagged as spam, and it's not going to work. At very least monthly. If you're not mailing a person monthly, then basically you're not going to be able to keep that relationship, and your email deliverability is going to be compromised. Now, I'm not an expert in this, but I want to share this really quickly with you guys. For those of you who use Infusionsoft, I want to share a couple quick things inside of here. This might be repetitive, but I want you to know about it. So under Marketing Settings, there is a setting under Automated List Management. And these are two settings that you need to be aware of: unengaged marketable status threshold and unengaged non-marketable status threshold. So for unengaged marketable, that's going to be when someone moves from engaged to unengaged. So it depends on your business. If you're a real estate agent and you only sell a house, to a person once every 5-10 years, okay, then this is going to be the longest possible, 3 to 4 months maybe. If you're a person who has an online business and you have smaller, more frequent transactions, 1 to 2 months is what this setting should be at. For my business, this is my sandbox account, but I think I have mine set at actually 2 months. And so that's what I recommend there. This unengaged non-marketable status threshold, and by the way, engaged versus unengaged, that's only for your own internal systems. You can pull searches based on that, which I'm going to show in a moment, which is important. And then you can also have certain things being triggered, like re-engagement campaigns based on that. So for this unengaged non-marketable status threshold, at a certain point, you just need to opt people out. You need to forget about it. And if you don't want to just fully let them go, then you can export that list and put them onto a custom audience in an advertising platform such as Facebook, obviously. So this one definitely would recommend less than 12 months. I'd say 6 months is the very most. If a person has engaged that you need to take them off your list, I would probably do 3 to 4 months, honestly. But obviously, it depends on your industry. So I wanted to share that, and then also wanted to share one more thing under marketing reports and email status search. This is where you can pull lists of people based on how engaged they've been. So you can pull it based on email status. So unengaged, that's that engaged versus unengaged status. These three right here are going to be the engaged statuses, and then unengaged, non-marketable, etc., opt-out. Now, what you need to be aware of is this last engagement date: more than 1 month, more than 3 months, more than 6 months. It's how long it's been since they've engaged. Something important to note with this is that if you put, for example, more than 6 months, let's opt out everybody who hasn't engaged in more than 6 months. For some reason, Infusionsoft doesn't default to excluding people who have been created in the last 6 months. So if somebody just opted into your list and they haven't engaged yet, they're gonna come up in that search. You don't want that, so you need to go over to this miscellaneous criteria, go to date created, and we'll just put this all the way back. Like this. By the way, if you click the I key, there's some shortcut keys for you. And then same thing here, and I'll go back 6 months, hit search, and there's our new result. Now, this is my sandbox, so it doesn't have a list, but definitely use this. If you have any questions about how to use it, please let me know. There's just some tips. Email delivery is important. Once again, I'm not the expert. I may have even misspoke on this, but these are some things and best practices that I've learned in the last few months of having, out of necessity, learn about it. Because I set up systems. I'm an marketing automation expert specializing in Infusionsoft. And if the systems and structures that I build, if the emails aren't getting through to people, they're worthless. So email deliverability, we all need to be aware of it. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Thanks.